Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to another doll ranking video. Today we are going to be taking a look at and ranking all of the birthday Barbies. Very thematic. It is April, which is my birth month, and I'm pretty sure this video is going to go up on Friday the 19th. I'm actually turning 27 on the 21st, so this video is going up like right before my birthday, so of course we have to like make it thematic and rank some birthday Barbies. This is not like a unique concept. I know plenty of other doll YouTubers have done this, but now it's my turn to give you my opinions on these Barbies. Of course, these are just going to be my opinions. As always, you guys are like absolutely free to disagree. Just like, please don't be mad at me if I happen to hate one that you love. We just have a difference of opinion. But yeah, that's what we are going to be doing today. Hopefully it will be fun for y'all. If you enjoy, if you could like, comment, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. And then I also have like links and stuff in my description if you want to check those out and support me like the extra mile. But other than that, we can just go ahead and dive on in. There's a lot of dolls to get through today, so let's get started. Alrighty, so as per usual, we are using Procreate to do the ranking today. I don't really have any crazy tiers. I like tried to make some that were sort of funny and it just wasn't working for me. So we're going with the classics. We've got perfect, good, mid, questionable, bad, and burn it. I'm just going to be totally upfront right now, like going through the dolls for this video and like preparing and getting the images and everything. I'm not hopeful. So like this one might be a little bit of a rough one to get through, but hopefully it will be an entertaining rough one. That's like always the goal here. So we're going to be starting out with the Happy Birthday 2019 Barbie. This one isn't bad. Like we're not starting off terribly. A lot of these are like extremely pink, which is obviously Barbie's thing. So that's just kind of how it is. This one I think is kind of fun though. I think the fabrics chosen for the top and bottom of her dress are kind of like interesting fabrics. She's got a little choker, which I love. It's kind of basic. Like it's not anything crazy. It's not super out there, super extravagant, but as we will see, sometimes that's better for Barbie to just like tone it down a little bit. And I think just with the knowledge of what's going to be coming, I'm gonna go ahead and put her in good. Like because comparatively, she's really quite pretty. Then we have the 1997 birthday party Barbie, the year that I was born. Unfortunately, not a dress that I love. This is just a lot. And like I understand it's thematic, like the balloons and like the streamers, very birthday party. It's just not cute to me. I appreciate the detail of the ribbons and the bows. Like I can give her that, but the best I can do is questionable. Like I I feel bad because like yes, she is thematic. I'm sure that as a kid I would have liked this a lot more, but as an adult now I'm looking at it and I'm just like no, absolutely not. Yikes. Okay, this one's the 1993 birthday party or birthday Barbie. I, I'm trying not to be too mean today. She on the box literally says she's the prettiest present of all. Hard disagree. I'm so sorry. This is just honestly awful to me. Like, again, I get that it's thematic. I like the fact that it's like a big ball gown. That's pretty fun. And I do like the streamers in her hair. I think that those are like a cute little touch. But my God, this is just too much in every way possible. Do I put it in bad or do I put it in burn it? I think I'm going to put it in bad. Everything is pretty subjective for this one. Mostly I don't want this whole list to be burn it. So we're trying to be a little bit nicer today. So then we have the 2016 birthday wishes Barbie. This one is not so bad. I don't think I like the hairstyle. Like the hairstyle with the headband that's going on there doesn't feel like it fits with the same vibe as like the dress. Like it kind of looks like she's still working on her hair, like her makeup or something, but she's already got the dress on. That being said, I don't think that the dress is bad. The top half is kind of losing me. I think the bow makes it look like a little bit more childish than I would prefer, but I do like the fabric, and I think that this big poofy skirt is done in a way that is like nice instead of being aggressive and awful and terrible. So I don't think I can quite put her up to good, but I think I'm gonna put her in mid, which for this video, I think is gonna be a good ranking. Next up, we have the 1990 birthday Barbie, which is very similar to this one down here that's all pixelated now. Just honestly, basically a different color. It's like the same print on the fabric, so I feel essentially the same way about it. It's going into bad. Next up is the 1995 Happy Birthday Barbie. Okay. Like, I want to like aspects of this. I think that the iridescent fabric is something that automatically draws me in just because anything that is like shimmery and shiny and glittery, I just want. I like it. I like sparkly stuff. So, like, the bottom half of her dress is like kind of a vibe for me. Whatever is going on with the torso section is really, really killing it. I want to like this so bad, but I simply don't. I have to put it in bad. I'm so sorry. Next up is the 2015 birthday Barbie, and this one is actually genuinely pretty. Like, we have a winner finally. I think this is so nice. It's like relatively simplistic, but done in such a beautiful way. I think this lace overlay is so, so stunning. Having the bow be at the waist instead of like right at the middle of the chest, I think makes this look much more sophisticated and a lot less like kiddish. And I do understand that like some of these dolls are obviously designed for kids. What can I tell you? I'm an adult. I can only judge as an adult at this point. And I think this one is genuinely so beautiful. The only thing is I kind of wish that there was some sort of necklace going on for her. I think her neck area just looks a little bit empty for me. However, since this is like, it's almost like a sliding scale today. Like, normally perfect I would reserve for like dolls that I would actually purchase, but I don't think that's gonna happen in today's video. So we're gonna like adjust the scale a little bit, and given what we have to work with, I think this is a perfect doll for today's video. She is so beautiful and lovely. Next up is the 1983 birthday Barbie, which is a Barbie, that's for sure. I want to be charitable and say that it's just the photo here, like just this particular Barbie that is looking a little rough, but she is looking a little rough. The face is like very childish, but the dress is like very not childish to me. And that's throwing me off big time. I honestly kind of vibe with the interesting like collar situation here. I don't know, like part of me is looking at this and it's like, this is something that I feel like I would see like my grandmother wear to a church party. um, but also I just think it's kind of interesting. Like, at least it's different. You know, I feel like we get so used to seeing certain things within like doll clothing, and at least this is unusual. Like, yeah, it might have been much more common at the time this doll was produced, but right now it's like, oh, I don't necessarily love it, but it's interesting. All of that to say, though, I can't get past the face with this one, and I don't like the rest of the dress outside of the interesting collar. So she's still going to go in bad. I probably didn't have to talk that much about her, but here we are. This one is another one from 1983, apparently. Happy birthday, Barbie. I'm so sorry. I, I forgot about this one. I wasn't ready. I can't even look at the dress because I'm so busy looking at her hair. I know that there are plenty of dolls that have kind of like the poofy bangs and then like not poofy back of the head. This is taking that really to the extreme. Like, this is, I want to say this is like a ponytail, but it looks like the most extreme mullet. And like, I am a mullet defender. I think that some people can really pull it off. I rocked one for a while and I thought that I looked pretty solid with it. This is not it. Everything about this is appalling to me. And she's gonna be our first doll to go into Burn It. This one is just birthday party. I either didn't write down a year or I couldn't find a year for it. Yikes, though. It's not as bad as the last one. I just think it's a lot. Like, she looks like a physical cake, and maybe that's what they're going for. Um, Maybe like that's not such a bad thing. I know that there used to be, I think they still make these where they do like birthday cakes at stores like Meijer or Walmart and stuff, and there's a Barbie inside the cake, and like the cake itself is her skirt. That's kind of what this is reminding me of, except the actual Barbies on those typically have like slimmer skirts so that they can like slide into a little tube and not get frosting and cake all over them. But it is kind of giving me that, and I think that is saving her from being in Burn It, because I did get one of those dolls when I was a child, and I remember liking it a lot. So there's like a tinge of sentimental thought in there. Not enough to like give her a good ranking, but enough to put her into bad. All right, then we have the 1999 Birthday Wishes Barbie. Not the best photograph, so I am sorry for that. Some of these y'all already know with the Barbie rankings. Some of the photos just are a little bit iffy. This doesn't read birthday to me at all. It's either giving like strange wedding or very formal garden party. neither of which I like this look for. I don't know, the bottom half isn't terrible, the top half is iffy at best, but it's not as ugly and kitschy as some of the other ones we've seen, so I'm going to put it into questionable. Quick little editing interlude. I'm sure that you've noticed that I've been putting up just pictures instead of like the screen recording for a few of these. If you've seen my ranking videos before, you know that sometimes when I do the screen recording on my iPad, it just kind of like shits itself a smidgen, and like sometimes it's a little jumpy and I have to like put in a few pictures just to kind of bridge the gap where it decided not to record. As it turns out, it decided not to record for like the vast majority of this video, which is so frustrating. But like there's nothing I can do about it, you know, like that's just kind of where we're at. That's just how it is. So I'm going to be using pictures. I'm sorry because like I feel like that's a less visually engaging video. And then I'll put a picture up of like my overall ranking at the end so you can still see everything. Again, I'm sorry because like that's not how I want this to go, but like the footage just simply is not there. So we're trying to make the best of it. All right, 1999 birthday wishes Barbie. I don't know what it is with the birthday Barbies with me liking the skirts, but the bodices just like completely wreck it for me. Because I feel like this skirt, it's not necessarily to my taste, but it's kind of nice. Like it works for me. But then there's just so much happening at the bodice, and something about it is just really throwing me off. I like the pearl necklace. Like, I like that. I'm even down for the poofy sleeves. I just think the bodice is too much. Like, maybe if there weren't the roses there and it was just a sweetheart neckline or something, that wouldn't bother me as much. But again, comparing to the other dolls that we're looking at, I think that she can go all the way up to mid. I feel like normally when I do these ranking videos, I don't do it like by comparison as much. But again, I didn't want this video to be like all of them go into bird. So we're just changing the rules up a bit. This one, I didn't know if I should include this one. I ended up doing it anyway. This is a Barbie that was released for Ken's anniversary. I want to say maybe his 50th. It's the Happy Birthday Ken Barbie. I have absolutely no clue what is happening with her. The hair, the face, the earrings, that's fine. The crazy like mermaid style silhouette skirt. Is this still a mermaid style? If it's like that high up, I'm going to call it that. That's very interesting. Like, it's very structural, and I think it's like a fun moment. Everything else, like the whole main section of the dress, though, I think just absolutely ruins it. I don't like the pattern that they chose. I think the bow at the waist just doesn't look right with the rest of the design. I don't know. I feel like it's hard to make bows not look slightly childish to me when you're doing it in like these bright colors. I feel like bows are kind of difficult to execute in a way that doesn't look a little bit kiddish, at least again, in my opinion. But the face and like the bottom of this dress are not giving kiddish. Like, they're giving like almost high fashion. Like, this is a interesting, again, a structural sort of gown. And then this midsection is just not doing it at all. She's going to go down into questionable. Okay, then we have the 2014 Birthday Wishes Barbie, another rough photo. I am sorry. This one did come in like a ton of different colors. There were like different hair colors and skin tones and different dress colors. So like lots of different ones. This is just the first one that I came across. So this is the one that we are using. Yeah, I'm not really a fan. I don't know what's going on with like the wrap situation on her torso, but I don't think that it is cute on her. Nothing about this silhouette is really something that I enjoy. She's going all the way down to bad. I can't even articulate why I dislike her, but I see her and I'm unhappy. So, okay, happy birthday balloon is hello. Why did I write that? It just says happy birthday on it. I mean, it's got balloons on it. Maybe I was just trying to differentiate it. I I prep for these videos like a week in advance tops, and somehow I still managed to forget what in the world I was doing when I was prepping for them. But this is the Happy Birthday Barbie, apparently balloon themed. I literally don't even know. I feel like maybe it's just like the age that I grew up in, because I, was born in 97. So I grew up with Barbies in the like early 2000s. So maybe it's just that like the more vintage ones are just as kitschy, or like, I guess I should say the 2000s ones are just as kitschy as some of the more vintage ones that I've ranked poorly. Maybe I just have a little bit more sentimental value or like nostalgia for like the style of Barbie at this time, because I feel like I should find this just as offensive as like these ones down here. But for some reason I don't. I still don't like it, but I don't think it's as horrible. She's gonna go into questionable. Next up is the 1998 birthday party Barbie. This one is rough on so many levels. Um, First off, let's just get the dress out of the way. This is a lot, and I love me some fluorescent colors sometimes. Like some of my favorite dolls are very like fluorescent colors. I am not opposed to lime green and to neon pink. Like that's chill. Not in this capacity. I like the idea of like these little streamers kind of on the skirt. I think that's a fun concept for a birthday Barbie, but the colors are really throwing me off. Again, this torso situation is really throwing me off. She also comes with a gimmick where she's got these little balloons here, and you can stick the balloon in her mouth and you can like blow up the little balloon with the doll, which I think is a super fun concept. I think it's a cute idea. However, in execution, there is no YouTube appropriate way for me to say what I think this doll looks like. Hopefully some of y'all will have minds like mine and you kind of are getting what I'm getting at there. But I can't, like, I'm trying so hard to find a way to articulate this in a way that YouTube won't be mad about, and I just can't. If you know, you know, this doll looks like a different kind of doll, we'll put it that way, and I just really hate it, so it's going into burn it. All right, 2006 birthday wishes Barbie. We are back to something that is not absolutely horrible. This is very much like similar to this nicely pixelated girly pop here with the headband. Like I don't know what it is with the Barbie birthday dolls, and like they're very sweet thematically, and that's chill sometimes, but like I don't know, I just am not obsessed with the headband look. However, I do think that the dress is quite nice. The bodice on this one is not overwhelming. Thank you. I appreciate that. And like I think the polka dots are kind of fun and interesting. There are a couple of bows. It's very hard to see them in the stock image, but there are a couple of bows on the skirt. I think that they work. Honestly, I really don't have anything to complain about with this one aside from the headband, so she gets to go all the way up to good. Next up is the 2013 Birthday Wishes Barbie, and this one might be one of my favorites. I think the print is definitely towing the line for me. Like it is very much giving like Easter or like again church, at least like the churches that I went to growing up. But I also kind of like it. I appreciate that it feels a little different and like a little more interesting than like some of the other stuff that we get here. I think it's kind of fun. The cut and everything is not that crazy. I mean, like we've seen a few other ball gowns on this list, but I genuinely think this is a pretty solid one, and she gets to go up to good as well. Next up is the 2005 Birthday Wishes Barbie. Again, there were a lot of different colors for this Barbie. Like I think the skirt, I think all of them had like a white top, but I think the skirt portion was different colors. This was just the first one that I came across. So again, this is just the one that we are ranking, and I'm really not into it. Are you surprised at this point? That's all I've been saying this whole video. I just, yeah, I don't think that I like the cut of the top. And I think the all ruffle skirt could work better if it was like more of a poofy skirt, like more of a ball gown instead of like a very gentle A-line. Because it's just, her whole silhouette is very like tubular. And that's not the vibe that I personally like to see on these. I'm going to put her into questionable. Okay, 2003 Birthday Wishes Barbie. This one is not horrible. Honestly, this is like very much giving holiday Barbie to me. I don't know why. Maybe it's like the yellow color because we've had some holiday Barbies that have like a gold color scheme. I don't know what it is. This would be completely inoffensive to me were it not for, again, the bow. We're hating on bows today, which is so funny because like bows and birthdays do kind of go hand in hand, but here I am hating anyway. I just think that the placement is really unflattering and awful. The rest of her is gonna help her and she's gonna go into questionable. All right, 2003 Happy Birthday Barbie. Yeah, I can't think of a single nice thing to say. I was trying. I really and truly was like, surely there's one thing you can say that's nice. But in fact, there's not. So into burn it she goes. 2001 Birthday Wishes Barbie. Again with the torso situation. Like, she looks so pretty. Like, I think that the skirt is so fun. There's different fabrics, there's layers. The construction of like where the skirt and the top portion meet, I think is really nice. I like how all that's done. I like the ribbons on the shoulders and then like the off the shoulder sleeve. All of this didn't need to exist. Like it didn't have to be there. Even like the gloves are so cute, but the torso, why would you do this? I'm like so sad because I feel like this could have been such a cool Barbie, but I don't know. They just don't know when to stop with the birthday Barbies, it seems. I'm going to pop her into mid. This one is called the It's My Birthday Barbie. Is this going to be another one that I can't think of anything nice to say? I think it is. This one doesn't feel like a birthday doll, and it doesn't make me feel anything happy when I see her, so down into burn it she goes. This one was interesting. This is the only one that I came across. I might have missed some. I usually give that disclaimer. My bad. There's always a possibility with the Barbies that I missed some because like there are just so many Barbies. It is very hard to get through and like do a completely comprehensive list. But this is the only one that I saw that was like a quinceañera Barbie, which I thought was really interesting because like obviously that's a different like form of birthday celebration. I know it has a lot of other significances. Like I know it's not just a birthday celebration, but I just thought it was interesting that there weren't more of these, at least that I came across. I don't know that I am the best person to judge this just because like I am, as I'm sure you can tell, aggressively Caucasian. So I'm not like the most familiar with quinceañera traditions. And I know that like the dresses are usually very over the top and really fun and beautiful and like big and ballroomy. And like, I think that they're typically quite pretty, but I don't know like what the typical styles are, I guess is like the best way to put it. So especially with this one being a little bit more of a vintage Barbie, I have no idea what these styles were like then. So like, I don't want to judge it harshly and just be ignorant of something, if that makes sense. Didn't mean to make her disappear there. I'm not obsessed with, again, like the flower situation here. It's always like something in the middle of the chest on these dresses, but everything else I think is fun. This is what I meant about an all ruffle skirt and how when it's in a ball gown pattern, like it just looks so much nicer. I'm down for the little hints of lace. I'm down for the super ruffly sleeves. So for the most part, this is super chill. I'm going to go ahead and be nice. I'm going to pop her up into good. Because like, honestly, if all I have to say is like, get rid of the flower and I would like it, it's good. Then we have the 2010 birthday Barbie. This is a big yikes. They really did something here. I wish they didn't though. Burn it. This one is the Happy Birthday Gorgeous. That's what I wrote it down as. I don't know. There's a lot happening here. I love her earrings. That's the positive thing I can say. I think her earrings are super fun. I think that the bracelet is not super. They tried something different with the cut of this dress. So like props for the effort there, for like the creativity there. Because it is kind of interesting to have this big bow on the side and like this little bit of drapery. Like that's an interesting concept. I just don't know that it's executed very well. If I was doing this ranking as like a 6-year-old, these would have been my two favorite colors at the time. I remember like specifically I used to be obsessed with the like magenta and then the cerulean crayons, and I just wanted those two colors to be next to each other all the time on anything. So like I would have loved this, but I've grown. And while I still like these two colors individually, I don't like how they've been put together here. Even the glitter can't really save this one. She's going and burn it. I'm sorry. Then we have a birthday princess Barbie. And all I can say about this is that I think any princess would be ashamed to be seen in this dress. Honestly, like this whole portion for once doesn't really bother me, even the big fat bow. But the fact that she's got like cake and stars printed on her, I'm sorry. I get it's thematic. I just can't tolerate it. It's going to go into burn it. Next up is a 2001 birthday Barbie. This one's a little better. Like, I feel as though the print is still pretty in your face. Like, it's still quite bright. There's a few different colors going on there, but it's not so aggressively thematic. I don't love it, but like, I don't feel violent towards this design. So she gets to go all the way up to questionable. Okay, we've only got a few more. This is the 2005 birthday Barbie. I don't like the top portion again. I don't know why. That's just like the theme of today's video. I don't know why so many of these bodices I just think are so ugly. I think the fact that she's got like a multicolor actual beaded necklace is super chill. And I do like the fabric for the bottom of her dress. I can't place what it is, but I know I have a dress in like my bin of excess doll clothes that is like a similar fabric and like it's also rainbow. I like that. That's a vibe. I just really don't like the torso. So she can go all the way up to mid, I think. The necklace is really doing a lot for her because like I'm a sucker for a good like detailed actual necklace on a Barbie. It's not something we see anymore. Ooh, this one is so interesting. So these are birthday Barbies that were made in collaboration with Lip Smackers. And depending on your age range, you might remember Lip Smackers being like a really, really big deal. And people collected them. And it was like a whole craze that was going on when I want to say I was in like sixth grade is when I remember it. And that I just think is so fun that this was done in collaboration. I also think that these Barbies are pretty fun. Like, I think the dresses are all interesting. I like them slightly like metallic, shimmery sheen to them. They've all got a lot of glitter going on. I like that they all have different cuts. So, like, all of the Barbies are quite unique. They've got pretty intense makeup going on. Like, this is such a vibe. And again, maybe some of that is harping on the nostalgia factor for me with the Lip Smackers, but I think these are genuinely cute. I don't think I can put them all the way up in perfect. Mm, I'm mm, no, I lied. I lied. Nostalgia is gonna smack these dolls all the way up to top tier. Good for them. This one is the It's Your Birthday Barbie. No. No, it's not. No, it's not my birthday if I have to wear that. I'm sorry. I hate it so much. It's so bad. I don't know what is up with like the silhouette here being like, let's go in and then peplum out and then in and then just, wow. I made a funky little shape there. I just really, I don't think it looks nice. That's all I got. We're putting it in burn it. This one I just called Happy Birthday. I would like to rename that to Unhappy Birthday. The top portion for once is the good portion. The bottom portion, absolutely not. I think the top portion is just nice enough to keep her into bad, but it's close. Thin ice, girly. I don't know. I just wrote 1992 for this one. I'm so unhelpful to myself. Wow. I wasn't ready. They're like the big ruffle. I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know how to digest that. You know what I think it is? I think that honestly, this super intense like ruffle situation on the torso would be genuinely cool if her hair weren't the same shape. Because I think that that's confusing the silhouette a lot for me, where it's just like her hair is literally the same shape. But again, like at least that's something kind of different, kind of funky, kind of fun. I'm just gonna pretend that I don't see all of the hair. I'm gonna pretend she's got like a more sleek hairstyle or like a shorter hairstyle. And if that were the case, I think I would like her more. For now, I think she's gonna have to go into questionable. I can't rank her that highly because like she does have the hair, but like there's potential there. We'll put it that way. Another one from 97. This is the 97 birthday surprise Barbie. I hate this surprise and I would like to put it back. We're going to throw that into burn it. Then we have a 1998 birthday Barbie. Yeah, no, I don't think I'm a fan of this one. I can't place it. It's not intense hatred. It's just not joy. So we're going to go with questionable. Then we have a 2009 birthday Barbie, which I feel like y'all won't be surprised at this point. I don't like. So this one's going to go down into burn it. And then to round things out, we have a birthday wishes Barbie that I didn't put a year on because why would I make anything helpful for myself? I want to say this is a pretty recent one. Like I seem to remember seeing stock photos for this doll, but I could absolutely be delusional there. Not a fan of the hairstyle. Like that just, I don't know, that particular length of a high ponytail kind of irks me. I don't know why. The like heavily curled up ends too, it doesn't work for me. But the dress itself I actually think is pretty fun. I like the fabric that they've used here. The bow is so big that it becomes like funky and obnoxious instead of just being like ew to me. So I do like a lot of this. It's just like the hairstyle is really throwing me off. So I guess we can throw you up into good, which means that we have a decent ending for what was clearly a pretty rough video. I did warn y'all, okay? Like I tried to warn you. It was so funny when I was going through these images and like getting these images because I was trying so hard to be upbeat and I was like, yeah, we're going to do a birthday ranking for my birthday and it's going to be fun and I'm going to find some cute dolls. And instead, I was just disappointed at every turn. So, yeah, it's kind of a rough one. I don't know. I'm pretty critical, so maybe that's just me, but this is my ranking. So yes, guys, that is it for today. As I said before, I kind of knew this was going to be a rough one. It obviously did turn out that way. I was correct. It was a rough one. I hope I was at least able to entertain you with my dislike of these dolls. I'm kind of surprised. Like I knew I wasn't going to like all of them, but I think it's just shocking to me how few birthday Barbies I did like. Like you'd think that there would at least be some more, but there were just so many that were so rough. So that's what I had to go through today. Hope it was fun for y'all. As I said, I would love to hear your thoughts on these Barbies in the comments down below. Do you agree with me? Are these like really not great? Or like, am I just completely off base? I don't know. Just let me know. But I do hope you're able to enjoy the video today. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or your night or whatever it might be. And I will catch you in the next one when I am a whole year older. Bye!